That works for me, because that does happen all the time. You have a lot of started ones, Fatty, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to see things through. Take these brown eyes and learn to see all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. Bird, fly, blackbird, fly into the light of dark black night. But, you know, I think like if I hadn't have done all the hard projects that I've done, then I would be a lot further behind on my skills. Though I think I could still be further ahead. But I'm just saying, you know, I would be a lot further behind. And I'm almost 40 spatter, so it's basically the end for me now. So I have to churn out as many works as I can as soon as possible, because I've basically perished already. Good thing Colleen is not in here. She would have hated that one. That was loaded. What are you working on, Spat? Have you done the marquetry thing yet? Seconds time, she said. Didn't you say they were trying to think of subjects or something? What happened with that? They're trying to think of themes or something like that? I want to sleep with... There's probably tons, Spat. There's probably tons. I think the guy who had the idea for to make, although he didn't invent McDonald's, but he had the idea to sort of spread it. Ray Kroc. I don't know if he was like mid-50s or something when he started it, and he just behind him he just had like a string of failed businesses. So it's always interesting to see that, hear that kind of stuff. Ray Kroc, I think his name was Ray Kroc. There is a film, actually a really good one I thought, called The Founder with, oh man, what's his name? Michael Keaton playing Ray Kroc. That's pretty good. Pretty good film. She just smiled and held my hand. Master Painter? Maybe. Oh, right, okay, Spat. Yeah. You got your fingers in lots of pies. Which one do you think you're going to finish first of all those projects? Oh, I know the porography is like, you know, that's something that's getting finished quite regularly, right? Because they're just the placemats, but which of the bigger projects do you think you're going to finish first? I never live like common people. I live like common people. Let your life spiral out of you. Drink. Because there's nothing else to do. You can't really see what I'm doing, but it's very hard for me to show you. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. Very well could be one of the master painters. But I mean, you hear of it all the time, really. In lots of different fields, you know, not just art. Like, there's lots of business-related ones as well, I'm sure. Inventions, kinds of stuff. Medical discoveries, probably. Common people like you. Common people like you. Common people like you. End of year. Call something to wear. Oh yeah, that's good idea. Oh yeah, I remember you saying. Down on the farm under the sea. Sounds good. So hang on, what did they... Are you saying they went with your suggestion? Or what? Or have they still not decided? Okay, let's check it out now, see how we're doing. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Jolene. Oh, this one's definitely lower. The other two look about the same. This middle one is not lower at all, so I don't know what's stopping that. Might be... No, not that claw, not that claw. Might be the central bit here. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's in there, probably. That's what's stopping it. Up in here with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. And he's sleeping, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I think I'm going to make a display of all the little heads I'm carving in the stop motion thing. Like drill and put some wires in the bottom of them and then just like stick them into a board but kind of layer them so there's no gaps. So that might look cool. I'll have to paint all of them though. Do not know what it is to me, you just had to do, Jolene. Oh yeah. Toadstool Fairy House. Ah, okay. Have we talked about this before, Spatter? Have you got one of the little yellow Stanley clamps like the one I've got? Okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be super helpful for holding that kind of thing. Right, let's have a look, see if we can get that middle foot lower. Still not much lower. What's stopping that? Unless it's just the other feet hitting something that's stopping it, maybe. No, this one at the back is hitting nothing at the moment. That one's hitting there, it looks like. Oh, I think I can see it. It's here, it looks like. Alright, so oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think that's also good for adding grip as well. I do that sometimes when I have a really awkward piece, like I shove a bit of leather or a bit of t-shirt in there or something. It makes it grip a lot better. Alright, so this one I thought was this bit here. We'll find out in a minute. Okay. Ah, yes, that's much lower now, that middle one at the back. Still a little bit of floating going on. Definitely nowhere near as much as when I started, but still a bit of floating foot syndrome going on. Don't know if I can show you, if we can get down that low. It's kind of hard for you to see, but you can see there's kind of a bit of floating going on there. Floating here. And you can't see that one, but there's some floating going on at the back here as well. So I've got to keep going down. I really want the heels to be firmly on the ground, so that's the tricky part. Well, I mean, there's been lots of tricky parts. This is one of many tricky parts. And even though I'm burning the whole thing, it's probably going to be darker at the top and kind of not so burnt towards the bottom. That's my plan. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Wood dust. I didn't look at what was holding it back. Hang on. I just think it looks better. But it really depends. I've seen people use the same base and it still looks awesome, so don't know. I just felt like putting it on something different, I guess. You are my soul. Yeah. There's this one lady actually, who I follow on Instagram. Her name is yeah. Her name is, I think it's Karen Lovenstrom or something like that. And she gets the material that like is on fence posts, that kind of like pine type material, and carves little figures at the top, but then she leaves the post underneath. It looks really cool. So you have this like you know, square post coming up here, and then at the top there's like a little figure that's been carved into it. And she's so good at like poses and proportions, and then making faces. Like the carvings end up a little bit rough because it's like pine, but because she's so good at like the colouring and the pose and the faces and everything, it looks really good. So yeah, her stuff is pretty cool. Do you want me to? Yeah. Oh, I see. There's a bit there. That looks fine. There's a bit here. No can do. I can't go for that. No can do. Go for that. Well, your own thing changes over time, I think's better. So, look, J-Dubs, I don't know who this guy is, so you keep watching instead of me, but you're continuously typing in the wrong chat. But I, however, if you were to ask how I was, I'm fine. Cheers, J-Dubs. How you doing? What's happened today, J-Dubs? Any gaming? Any food? What's the food? Didn't you? It's because you keep dreaming about dinosaurs. You gotta stop dreaming about dinosaurs. They're not gonna come back. It's okay. Well, they might, but just so you can sleep better. Let's just say they're not gonna come back. Is that a joke, or are you genuinely asking? If you want to actually know, this is oak, and that is tulip wood. Jokes, You got your woodworker's joke book sat next to you. Satisfied. And it ain't dead. Hey Lindsay, how's it going? Yeah, they're a flower. They're also a kind of wood. Or a tulip tree. I think it's also poplar. I'm not 100%, but I think it is. Front foot is definitely lower. Middle is lower. Back one's lower as well. Okay. So we made some good strides there. In your ear. Oh, I can see this. No, this claw is right down in the wood. This one has to be. I need to erase this stuff so I can see what I'm doing. Yuri. I do not know what Yuri's talking about. 10 tulips or half a dozen eggs. I bought some eggs from someone's. I don't know if you guys have. You probably do have these honesty boxes. So in a lot of rural areas over here in the UK, they'll people will put their produce or whatever outside, like in a little box or a cart that they wheel out or something. And I have a little container there and prices that the stuff on there. And basically it's called an honesty box because they're trusting you to put the correct amount of money in the little tub and then take the stuff that you want. Because obviously they're not there to man it all day long. And yeah, I got some eggs from a lady up the road the other day and they were pretty good. And cheaper than the shop as well. Smaller than the shop eggs, but not by that much. Red tulip chocolate? I don't think so, Spare. Let me have a look. If I could see what the wrapper looks like, then maybe I'll be able to know. Hang on. Red tulip chocolate. I don't think so. No, I don't think I've seen a box like that. Are they good? They look pretty fancy. Alright. So the reason I use the rubber there is because I've got to mark with a pencil all the bits where I can see the bottom of the foot is hitting, and then carve that out. So like here, for example, this claw is hitting at the front. So there's this one. Ah, okay. To my town, oh baby, would you move on down? Would you come to my town? Hey, oh mama, what you gonna do without that love in your heart? Your heart. How long went on for? About an hour. Hard thing about the claw thing is that I have to kind of chisel straight down. And if you've ever chiseled into wood, it's kind of natural when you scoop it out to kind of make a slanted hole, so the chisel kind of tends to go in like this. But in order for the foot to fit in, I need to make it kind of go down like this. But it can sometimes make the top edge kind of brittle, you know, like I'm prone to like falling off, but so far it seems okay. So I've got to kind of angle backwards like this to get the straight edge. Just because of the way mostly because of the way the chisel is beveled on the end. So you see how the bevel is kind of, you probably can't really see, but the cutting edge is like angled like that. So to get a straight down cut, you kind of have to angle it like this. Do I have a punch? Don't know. Don't think so. Love is all I need. Don't make me big now, baby. Don't make me bleed. Well, you mean like punch straight down Sparrow? I would be worried that would like make a big crack or something. Or have you used it with success? Yeah. 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 Oh yeah.
Power up. Happy Monday.
Hey Wakewood, thanks for the resub, appreciate that. How's it going? Yeah, they've always been like that. My dad's the same, I think I'd get it from him. But obviously when you're putting, extra work in, it's the same on that one, so. Yeah, it might be. I like I said, I would be afraid that it would split the wood along the grain a bit. I don't know. It might work. It would work if you used it on the inside. That might be a good idea. Like if you carve the outside line, and then like do it inside rather than doing it straight on the top. That would probably work pretty well. What? Hey Scrums, how's it going? Which thingy are you on now, Wakewood? Which letter of the alphabet, or have you finished your thing now? Some kind of mushroom. Hey Lorena, how's it going? Throwing darts without relying on... Yuri, are you like doing cryptic messages today or something? Or have you like, you've been smoking something? Yeah, great, good. Alphabet's been finished, they're all auctioned off. Oh, nice, Wakewood. Raffle winner pieces now? Cool. Remember. Do you have a link to the stuff that's available or whatever so people can look at it? Oh, okay. Okay. Awesome. That worked out well then. Do you think you would do it again, but like a different theme? Because they were all occupations, weren't they, I think? Ah, okay, Lorena. You probably felt like a workout after all that food, right? You had loads of energy for a workout. If you guys haven't been in the Discord, Lorena's been at a cosplay event and posting like the 2 trucks of food that she ate during the weekend. Ah, yes, they're much lower. And I'll never be the same. Oh yeah, well, are you? You love it. Me too. Yeah, like, would that be cool? You done professions, you could do, something else random. Listen to this. Out of my daydream. Where are you? Yeah, yeah. Can actually start carving this back foot out now, I think. For you, girl. Ah, this one's almost ready to start carving as well. Yes, it is on this side. Wait. Okay. Stuffed with camembert and cranberry jam. I'm not a big fan of camembert, but I do like cheddar cheese and cranberry. And probably like brie or something. I don't like brie on its own, but when it's with like some kind of jam or something, that's pretty good. I went to and I sat down. You say come on in now, but ain't no my funniest number. It's probably just a taste of cheddar cheese on crackers with a bit of